Hey, what is going on, everyone? My name is Tidus, and welcome back to some more Spin Tires. Today we have 3 trucks instead of 2. Usually I do 2 trucks for the verses, but I have 3 trucks because all of these are similar. Now I don't know if all these are 1500s. I know that this Ford is an F-150. I'm not too sure about the Chevy and the Dodge. It kind of looks like a 2500. It is the 3rd gen. I think it might be a diesel. I think that is an actual Cummins. Yeah, it is a Cummins. I just saw the stacks. Just because, I mean, a gasser could have stacks, but it'd be pretty silly. And then I think the Chevy over here is a gasser as well. It's a 2014. Yeah, the Chevy's a gasser. Now, I think these wheels are all the same. They have the bead locks in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and change the rims because I'm not too big of a fan with the smaller rims. I don't really like these ones either on the 1500. I think I'm going to go with these Swampers. I'm going to put those on every single one of these trucks. Put these Swampers on the Dodge and put these Swampers on the F-150. Okay, so there we go. Now, yeah, it doesn't really tell me what the Dodge is. It just says that it's an '08. So I'm going to start it off with the Ford. Now, if you guys remember in my first Spin Tires episode, I took a right here and it went down a hill and through a pond. I'm going to do the same thing with these 3 trucks, and then I'm going to try to bring them back up and take a trail behind me. And we'll try to just see how these trucks perform overall. Now, this F-150 sounds like it has like a problem with it. I don't know if you guys hear that. It doesn't sound too good. But I mean, all these mods do look great. I kind of wish they did make some mods that weren't always lifted with some big tires on it. That way we can just do like a nice, I guess, stock test on them. So now this corner I've always had trouble with. Yeah, we just sink down. And we do have our diff locks and all-wheel drive locks on, so it really shouldn't be a problem. But I don't really want to say it already, but I think we may just be stuck. I'll try to wiggle the wheels a little bit and see how that helps. If we go to the right, it seems like it's trying to pop us out of the mud. But I think we may be stuck here already. Yeah, because reverse isn't doing too much. So we'll bring the Dodge over. Maybe the Dodge can try to help it. If not, we have a Chevy just in case. Like I said, I'm not trying to be biased on what truck is the best. I'm not a Dodge fan, I'm not a Chevy fan, I'm not a Ford. I'm just kind of, I don't mind any brand really. So we'll bring the Dodge over there and try to pull it out, since this thing has some diesel power to it. I don't know if I want to try to go in the mud with this or try to go around it, and hopefully we can try to pull it out from there. But it looks like this Dodge is kind of spinning in it too. I wonder if we can hook up from here. And just hook up right to the front brush guard, it looks like. Can't really get a good view on it. Anyways, we'll take it out of advanced mode and we'll try to start up that engine over there, and hopefully we can pull it out. So far it's looking like we are just spinning. I wonder if we reverse, if that's going to do much. And then once I reverse all the way to the bumper of the Ford, if I can do that, doesn't look like I can even do that, I will drop into a lower gear. Oh no, I think we just got the Dodge stuck. Well, I think it's up to the Chevy to try to get these trucks unstuck. So, pull this Chevy over. Yeah, I think this Chevy definitely is a gasser. That's what it kind of sounded like, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know, it kind of sounds like a diesel and it doesn't. I'm not too sure. I guess I'll have to look into it. So we'll just bring this Chevy up here. Now I'm not going to go in the mud with this Chevy. That way I don't get all 3 of these trucks stuck and I have to redo this whole thing over. Actually, can I take a right over here? Might be kind of hard pulling on this hill. But we just need to at least try to get some trucks unstuck. That should be good. Should be able to hook up a winch from here. Hook up to the bumper. And then we'll take it out of advanced mode. Really hoping we're going to be able to pull this thing out. It's looking like we are so far. Just going to try to back up just so we're out of the mud. And then that should be good. And then I'm going to try to go over to this Dodge with the Chevy. I'll take down this tree. And we'll hook up from our front bumper to the Dodge's back bumper. And we'll take it up advanced mode again. Looks like we're kind of spinning. Oh, that might help if we take off our parking brake, because now we're not spinning as bad. We don't really have too much slack though from the winch. Seems like that's really close. I'm just gonna back up as far as I can. I think I might be as far as I can. So we're just slipping from here. Surprised we're not hitting our bumper on the Dodge's, or yeah, I'm surprised we're not hitting our front bumper on the Dodge's back bumper. I may have to move the Dodge first in order to be able to move the Chevy. So I'm going to try to take the safe route here, and I'll take the left side where it's not too muddy, because it seems like we just got stuck there pretty bad in both trucks. So this part should be pretty easy since we're going downhill. We're picking up momentum, but it seems like we're bogging down. Hopefully I don't get stuck again. I'll put it into a lower gear and see how that acts. It's kind of spinning again. So far, I mean, the Chevy's kind of been a lifesaver. There we go. I think we just had to kind of stop and let the truck rest. I'm not really too sure. I think a higher gear might just stall us out. Yeah, that's all that did. Doesn't really even look like we're in too thick of mud right now, either. I mean, we're slowly getting by. Try to dodge this tree limb over here. That way we don't kind of... Actually, do you guys just get that pun? We're in a Dodge, and I said we're going to try to dodge it. I'm a real jokester, aren't I? I think we may be stuck again. I think we're in like the simplest spot, and we're stuck. Okay, I'm going to bring the Ford, just because... Actually, I don't want to be in this view. I'm going to bring the Ford. Did I just get back in that view? Okay, there we go. I'm going to bring the Ford, as I was trying to say for like the third time, actually. I don't want to go in the mud. Hopefully I don't get stuck. I'm going to bring the Ford though, because in case we do get stuck, we have the reliable Chevy that has so far pulled out 2 trucks. So hopefully we can get down there with the Ford. It's just slowly taking its time. Oh yeah, this Ford's definitely performing a whole lot better now. I'll try to go around the Dodge and get out of this mud. But hopefully if I don't hit the damn tow mirror on that Dodge. And then we'll back out, or back up, not back out. I really do like the brush guard on this Ford. I think the Ford probably has the best brush guard here. And then we'll take out advanced mode again, and hopefully we should be able just to pull this Dodge. Probably helps if we try to take out our parking brake every time. Now I am going to try to have the Chevy take that corner around there, or up here, since I haven't really done much of a test on this Chevy. But so far, I mean, this Chevy's just kind of plowing through everything. I do like the light bar that's on top of it, but I'm not too big of a fan of the brush guard. I think that's called like a bull bar. Or a pull bar, not a bull bar. Yeah, this Chevy's going through just fine. So much on the light bar. That's a pretty damn bright light bar. I mean, usually light bars are pretty bright, but that's probably the brightest one I've seen so far. And this Chevy's just getting through it just fine. Hopefully we can try to... Yeah, we should be able to fit around these trucks. We have plenty of room. I don't even know why I said that. Now, if you guys remember, or if you guys haven't even watched my first Spin Tires episode, we had the Chevy, or was it the Chevy or the GMC? Anyways, it got stuck right here in the water. Hopefully we don't have that problem again. Yeah, it didn't look like we had that problem. That Chevy just got through it just fine. I'm going to try to take a right here, that way we have a turnaround. But we're really bogging down now. Once we get past this mud, we should be just fine. Actually, I'm not going to turn around. It looks like there's a pretty cool trail like heads up here. I did not even notice this. I'll just park it right here, and then we'll bring up the Ford. Actually, we're going to have to hop in the Ford first, not the Dodge. Start this truck back up, take off the parking brake. Now, I have a feeling one of these trucks might get stuck in the water. Maybe not, though. The Ford got up it just fine. I don't really like the water graphics, or like the once we drove in the water, I put a whole bunch of black lines on this Ford, but I can't really blame them. It still is a very good looking truck. I think all these trucks look very good. I'm not too sure if these trucks are all from the same people either. Hop in the Dodge. Now we're kind of putting pressure on the Dodge since the Chevy and the Ford made it just fine. Just having a little trouble going through the mud, but it's still getting through. We just sunk like the whole front end. I think the Dodge might have the problem going up there, unless it's just going to take its sweet time. But it's looking like it's kind of bottomed out. I'm not too sure. I don't think a lower gear is going to help it at all. We can give it a shot though. Looks like we may have to back up the Chevy again. Actually, kind of looks like we're progressing, but then again, it also looks like we're not. We have the front tires up. Surprised we didn't drown the stack in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the Chevy because it doesn't look like that Dodge is making too much progress. I'm gonna get out of this view. Pull forward since we pulled pretty close behind that Ford. I really did wish that they had a better backup camera in this game. Try not to go on these roots again, but it looks like we're just gonna have to. Get a better camera angle here? I don't think so. And we'll just connect from our back bumper to the Dodge's front. Should be able just to pull this thing right out. Yeah, it's not even really struggling with these. I'll just try to get onto, or get out of that mud, and then I should be able to unhook the winch. And we'll just continue with this Chevy. Now there really isn't any mud on this trail. It looks like it's just rock, and just a hill that goes upwards. Yeah, these trucks should have no problem getting up this. It's only in 3rd gear though, but I couldn't really imagine being in 5th gear. Actually, where does this trail go? I can either go right by the fuel and then take that road over there, or else we can go left. I think left just kind of loops around. So I'll just bring up these other trucks, get in the Dodge. Should probably take off the parking brake. Now it seems like if it's just ground surface, no dirt, or actually any mud, this Dodge gets up it just fine. And then we'll pull this thing up by the fuel actually. Not that we need any. But I'm going to take this route over here anyways. And then I'll bring up the Ford. Now this is like the 2016, I think. It looks like the newer version of the Ford. I wonder if I hit the map button, if it'll show us what vehicle it is. Once I get up this hill, I'll check it out. Okay, go ahead and check it out. Nope, it just says it's a Ford F-150. It doesn't tell us the year or anything. We'll sneak around this Chevy. I don't really think this needs fuel, but I mean, it's right here. Might as well go ahead and get some. I think we're rubbing on the Dodge's front tire. Anyways, we'll have the Ford take the lead. I think we have so many options. I think we can either go left or right. No, maybe we can't go left. That just kind of looks like a tree farm. We'll just continue on this path then. I'm really not too sure what the sound is on this Ford, unless it's just really supposed to sound like that. Doesn't sound good though. It almost sounds like the gears are like grinding, or something's wrong in the pumpkin. Now I did not even notice that there's a building right there. Where are we at on the map? It looks like there's like a building right over here. Actually, we could probably go towards this garage. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. If we could maybe follow this trail. This trail goes all the way around. Could probably do it in one truck, but I usually like to end these videos by the time it gets to night, because I don't think these headlights work too well. I guess we'll just bring this Ford all the way around, and if we don't have enough time with the trucks, then oh well. But hopefully we can just speed through and bring all the trucks up there. Kind of having some troubles getting past all these limbs. Oh, that's probably because we don't have our all-wheel drive locks on. That might help it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We're going a little faster. There's a lot of trees broken down. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get up this. I think our back tires... Okay, actually we're just fine. There's hardly any room there, though, to get by. I think we go left from here. Okay, I just want to try to get to this building. I'm not too sure. Kind of looks like an abandoned, like an apartment or something. Reminds me of something from DayZ. Hopefully I don't get stuck with this, because those trucks are back there quite far. So it looks like this is like a town or something. Not too sure. There's a road here. Some really deep mud. Just want to be able to get on the road. It's actually really neat here. This has to be a village, I would assume. We just unlocked a truck. Where it looks like a good stopping point. I guess over there on that side of the road. And then hopefully we can bring up the Chevy and the Dodge before nighttime. It already looks like these street lights are on. I don't know if that really means too much. Sun is going down though. Park it right there, and then we'll hop in the Chevy. Now I'm not going to get any fuel with the Chevy, because that'll slow us down a little bit on time. Now I don't really even have to take the trail to get there. I think after I get around this corner, I think that building is visible, so I could really cut across, but I might as well just take the trail. We'll try on our light bar. Probably won't do us any good really, since it is still daytime. Actually, where are we at here? We could probably cut across down here. You know, I might try that with this truck, since this truck has a little more nuts than any other truck. Kind of a big old drop for it. We'll just take out a lot of this brush. I wonder what the hell happened to all these trees. I wonder if like a lumberjack just came by and just chopped them all down. Oh yeah, that path was much faster. I think we're parked over here on the left, yep. Looks like that little mud spot right there is like dragging our left side into it. Back this up right next to the Ford. The light bar really does look mean on this truck. It should be good. We'll turn that off. And that looks like a good spot to park that. And then we'll hop in the Dodge. Yeah, we refilled on this. We'll turn on our lights. I think the only thing I like about this Dodge is the cab lights. I'm a big fan of cab lights on trucks. I really do hate these stacks. I'm not a big fan of the dual curse stacks. Now, did we trim here for the path, or did we go up a little bit more? Actually, yeah, we went up a little bit more, because I don't think I can even see the building from here yet. Yeah, there's the building right there. Actually, I'm going to take this left path. Looks like it's a little more easier. This would have been a good spot to take the Jeep. So are we really stuck on this log? I guess I'll just have to floor it. Okay, there we go. We're just smacking trees. And then we should be, yep, right here. This is perfect. And we'll also back this truck up. Actually, I kind of want to put the Dodge in the middle, since it has the tow mirrors. I think that'd look a little better. Change over to the Chevy. Some more parking brakes on it. Startup on the Chevy is just really loud. It really does sound like a gasser with either straight pipes or a glass pack. Hop back in the Dodge. Oh, we have our parking brake on. We should be able to back this thing up. Actually, it kind of seems like the Dodge sits higher than the Ford, and it might. Unless that's just the view angle we were at. Pull up just a little bit more. I don't know why the camera view is so weird right now. Take off the parking brake. And we'll just reverse this truck a little bit. I have that Ford actually at a really weird angle, I feel like. That should be good, and then we'll hop in the Chevy, and then we could probably back this thing up. Again, it probably helps if we take off the parking brake. I try to accelerate a lot, if I can pronounce that word right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about my Spin Tires episodes or my Minecraft episodes. Leave a comment if you guys want me to play a different game, but I'm going to get down to it and say what vehicle is the best. Like I said, I'm not trying to be biased. I like Ford, Dodge, and Chevy. I think the Chevy probably performed the best. All these had these same rims and tires on besides the Dodge. I did not put the correct rims and tires on the Dodge. And it's kind of surprised me that the Dodge didn't do too well since it is a diesel. I would have thought since the Ford and the Chevy's a gasser that the Dodge would perform a little better. I think the Dodge is a second gen 2500 Cummins. The Ford is, I'm not too sure what the year is. I think it's probably the newer one, which is a 2016. It is an F-150 gasser, and the Chevy is a, I think if I hit, yeah, it's a 2014, and that's, my guess is it's probably a 1500 gasser as well. But I would have to say that the Chevy performed the best out of all these trucks. Like I said, it being a gasser, I'm really surprised that it beat the Dodge. But the Chevy did not get stuck and actually pulled out two vehicles. It pulled out the Ford and the Dodge. So like I said, I think the Chevy performed the best out of these three trucks, and I will see you guys next episode.